Good evening, sir.
Be seated. So, Vaibhav, you are from BHU.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the history.
So BHU was founded by Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya on 1916. 1916. It was started to bring the modern element of education as well as have cultural element of India.
Cultural elements.
Yeah.
Okay. So, suppose you are the warden of this institute, hostel warden, and there is demand by a group of students that there should be non-vegetarian food, and there is another group that is saying no, there should not be any non-veg food as we have to preserve the culture and Banaras and Hindu words are associated. So, what will you do?
So as Hinduism, I don't believe it promote vegetarianism even
There
in
are
Bengal.
certain group of people that they are saying no. You do.
So I'll try to convey this basic essence of Hinduism to that particular group of people. Basically, I'll convey the message that okay, there would be vegetarian and non-vegetarian both kind of food, but they would be separated so that they should not be intermixed between them. If you are conveying this through essence of
Suppose
Hinduism,
their demand is that there should be separate dishes in both the places and never it should change. Otherwise, also our dharma will be brushed.
so that I can manage as a warden. I can have separate hostel or even mess for non-vegetarian and vegetarian people.
Separate hostel.
Maybe if the situation demands, if we can work on the mess, separate mess. It's I will.
When you say it's separate hostel means they will not be allowed to stay with people who are eating non-veg.
No, so if condition is that much severe that they are not able to tolerate, so my short-term action would be let's separate them. But I continuously negotiate with those group to intermingle with each other so that
Okay,
this
second question is the
segregation-
same thing. Suppose you are the hostel warden. Now in BHU, the hostel entry restriction time for girls is around 7 p.m. After that, suppose they are not allowed to leave outside. But for boys, it is suppose 10 p.m. So now the girls are demanding that we should also be allowed to go out till 10 p.m. So how will you address this? But their parents are saying no, we will not feel safe.
So definitely it's a institutionalized patriarchy in this matter. We are allowing boys but not girls. So it is wrong on part of administration that we are
So
allowing
you are
this.
the warden. What you will decision will take?
I will try to parents concern is genuine because of the safety reason around the city maybe. So I try to ensure that if city is not safe, at least I should have as a warden I should have a secure environment for girls inside the BHU. They can
But
roam around.
some of the girls are demanding no, we should be allowed to roam outside till 10 p.m. because boys are also doing that thing.
So I believe I should respect their freedom.
But their parents are also there and they are saying, suppose some other girls' parents are there and they are saying no, you should keep it.
So I mean, if girls do not wish to roam around outside, this is the choice of these particular girls. If another group of girls want to want to roam around in night, then it is their choice. So I must respect choices of both the girls.
Will you alternatively consider that boys should also be kept till 7 p.m.? Don't go outside after 7. So then there will be no complaint.
No, sir. I think it would be an unnecessary restrictions on boys and girls. If I'm
Why
not
is there
allowed.
a unrest going on in Hong Kong?
And so there one legislation was passed by Hong Kong which allowed extradition to criminals to the China. So they were few in the Hong Kong was thinking that it is unnecessary interference by China on the Hong
So
Kong,
what is
which
the
is
present status of this entire movement?
it is still ongoing. But with this coronavirus epidemic, they have redistributed themselves so that it should not spread among
You worked
them.
in this Oyo company. What was the biggest challenge you faced that tested your ethical?
So yes, sir. So I was also in the vendor management department. So vendor was agreed to provide me some money in lieu of a substandard quality of OYO inventory. So yeah, so it was easy for me to have that bribe to me, but I didn't
So
take it.
you didn't take it. What else did you do?
So I
Suppose you didn't take it, but after you get transferred, there is also opportunity for other to. So did you report to the higher authorities or not?
definitely I have to report that this
So you
particular
didn't
report it or not?
no, I've discussed with higher authority at that time. Yes, sir.
And they asked no proof.
They haven't decided on this vendor. So yeah,
So that is all.
That-
So thank you very much. We shall
Thank
call you
you,
after 5.
thank you, sir.
And you should never take a hard line. For a civil servant, it is expected that he will always try to find a solution which is on the middle path.
Hmm.
Unless it is a law and order situation where you have to take a decision that yes or no, fire or not fire. That is a situation that might have arisen there. But there also the point is that why it ultimately came up to that stage, why you were not able to resolve it before. So you should never take a hard line, like you were taking in case of veg and non-veg food.
Okay.
So the attempt should always be there. Any situation can be there. It is only food here we are discussing, but there can be any situation. So never in the interview, you should reflect that you can take a very hard line action in these matters.
Like
Which-
segregation of hostel.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
segregation.
that was hard.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
hard.
Very hard. And you should never reflect it. And lastly, which is very important, there are always possibilities that people, they will ask you certain questions which are being asked by him, Mrinalji, that they want to test your reaction, right? The basic formula which you should remember is that whenever such rapid fire questions are asked, you should always give some gap of 5 to 10 seconds before answering it. Because once you immediately, as he is asking us fast, you are also reacting fast. It means then you are losing the control over the situation.
Yes.
You should never lose it. So you should always try to answer questions after giving proper thought and choosing the proper words, so that those words don't give any further linkage of grilling you or questioning you. Right?
Yes, sir.
So this is what we want to say. Do you have any question from us?
So when non-veg question, what should be my stand? So it
Choice.
was hard line or
No, that was not hard. Hard line was the segregation was.
yeah, sir, definitely.
Segregation was hard line, not the food choice. Segregation was very hard line.
And
So yeah,
the separation of mess. was
separation
okay.
is very dangerous.
Hmm?
Separation is very dangerous.
No, sir. Separation of mess. At least different.
Yeah, that can certainly be done.
Utensils.
That is always done. In most of the
Yeah.
universities, is done with non-veg mess and vegetarian mess. In all professional colleges, I have seen it.
Hmm.
That is okay. So that you feel that my food is being cooked separately. So non-veg hands are not touching vegetarian food. These are sentimental things. Otherwise, that also doesn't make any difference, because when you go to the hotel, you never even ask कहाँ food बन रहा है, कैसे बन रहा है. वही same people will go to the hotel and restaurant,
Yeah.
and they will eat food very conveniently. They will not even bother who is cooking that food. Thank you. All the very best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.